plant gang action against ice climbers, and ice climbers are by far the hardest character to use. But at the same time, if you use them effectively, the amount of damage that they deal is insane. Just look at that. They got a couple of hits in, and it's already 40% for Skinny. Ssebas stayed in the poison cloud a bit too long, so he already got overtaken in the percentage damage. And that's a nice counter pick, ice versus grass, so that is true, Elbron. Soy desk? What do you mean my desk? But already we have them almost nearing 100%, both of them. 100% now for Ssebas and the Ice Climbers. And look at that. The problem with the Ice Climbers is that once your Nana, their names are Nana and Popo, once Nana is out, they pretty much just can't do as much. When both of them are together, every single hit they get makes a lot of damage. And every single grab they get makes them able to pull off some pretty nice combos. But once one of them is left on his own, he's gonna be struggling a lot more. And right now he ate that spike ball. He ate the spike ball, down one stock now. But all he needs is a couple of hits. Now he's got both of the climbers back. Both Nana and Popo are in there. And another solid hit might be able to deal with the plant. Plant is just going to be playing the game. And already at 107%. Going to be throwing out those spike balls. But look at that. That is another interesting mechanic with the ice climbers. What we see is the percentage that Popo has. The Popo. Oh no, but a bit of lag right now. I'm thinking we might be having an issue there with one of them. Because, yep. Oh, that's not good. That is definitely not good. We need to figure out whether this was caused by... Oh, Skinny disconnected. Uh-oh. That's bad, guys. Oof, indeed, Skinny. Because that happens sometimes because of the connections between the switch and the Ethernet cables or whatever. Because the switch makes you get an NAT type. That's just a type of connection to not make it sound as complicated. The type of connection that it gives you can mean that sometimes it just bounces off of another player's connection. And since it's all peer-to-peer, you don't get connected to a server. You just get connected between each other. And it turns out that if your connections are not as compatible, then you might just get booted out. We are deliberating with the judges, and yes, due to that disconnection problem, I don't think it's something that happens that often. But since it was Skinny that got since it was Skinny that got disconnected from the arena, we are going to be counting that as a game 1 win for Ssebas. So right now we are going to continue playing. But the scoreboard is going to be reading 1-0 for Ssebas. And we can continue the next match. Hopefully we don't have any more connection problems. My accent is showing up right there. And yes, we can continue with the match. Let's hope we can run it smoothly now. But still, thank you guys for the patience. And we're going to be having same characters. Because I think both of you were doing nicely. Let's hope that the connection is stable now. We're going to have, again, Ice Climbers versus Plant Gang. Ssebas versus Skinny. Skinny charging up the poison. Preparing that spike ball, and he lands it. I was just explaining before we got that disconnection that the mechanic with the Ice Climbers is that what we see on the screen, that 56% right now we're seeing, that is the damage on Popo. But off the screen somewhere, we don't get to see it, we also have a percentage bar for Nana, the other ice climber. And each time Nana gets hit, she's taking her own percentage. So whenever one of them gets sent flying off, thank you for the host, Black Rice, welcome. Whenever one of them gets sent flying off, they pretty much, that depends on how much damage they have. And Nana might be having a lot of damage, but we don't know about it. And Popo might not have as much damage, so he might not be flying as... Look at that. Right there, from just that single hit, we know that Nana had a slightly less damage. And she's still alive. Look at that. Popo is at 132, so another hit is going to be knocking him out. But Nana is still bouncing back. Nana is just not dying. She's just refusing to die. And now percentages are almost even between the plant and Popo himself. But that grab is going to be enough. And Nana is still alive. Nana will disappear as soon as Popo respawns on the platform. And that's pretty much the mechanic of how they work. You have no clue of knowing. Well, you can kind of keep track of how many times you hit her, but you can't have for sure the percentages that Nana is currently at. And what is going on right now is that Skinny is trying to keep them separated, which is actually the ideal strategy. Look at that. He's going for Nana. He's poking Popo away, hitting Nana with that spike ball. And what that causes is that the Ice Climbers can't do as much damage. It does considerably less damage if you get hit by just the one hammer than if you get hit by both of them. But Skinny and his game plan are working out kind of nicely. Right now, remember that Ssebas does have the game advantage because of that disconnection, but he's just now bringing it back. Skinny has a decent percentage lead, but he can still make it back if he manages to keep the climbers together. Like I mentioned, Skinny's game plan is all about not letting the climbers be together, and right now he just took a couple of hits. All the way up to 93, the sleep mode attacking again. But Nana had a lot of damage. You saw how Popo just was at 93. That probably wouldn't have killed him, but apparently Nana had more damage. So she took the damage from the spike ball, and now Popo is taking the damage from that forward smash. Skinny with a stock advantage, and just now at 48%, the climbers, if they stick together, they could get his percentage up to about 100 in just a couple of hits. And there we see the first of it, 60%. But that spike ball again, and the power bite again, we're seeing a lot of that bite with these plant players, and it's been working out. I'm not sure a lot of people know, like I mentioned with Polian's case, that the down B has that super armor that doesn't let them get hit while they're charging up. You can still grab. That is something that's very funny to me. If the plant is charging up, you can't prevent the attack from coming out by just hitting the plant. But if you just run up and grab the plant, that does work. And right now, Skinny all the way up to 101, all the way up to the big long bite, and that is going to be 1-1 for Skinnybiscuit, evening up the scoreboard after getting disconnected on that first game. And I don't know if the players have anything to say, but I don't think we saw any more lag on that match. So perhaps it was just a random disconnection. Very nice play from both of you guys, but Skinny was able to edge it out, taking advantage of the projectiles and taking advantage of the fact that keeping the climbers separated does give you a big advantage. And now this is going to be game 3. 1-1, Skinny versus Ssebas. This is the second to last match of the first round. We are going to be moving on to the quarterfinals after this. Right now, Skinny recovering. He's about to take a bit of damage because he landed on the stage. That nice side beat from Ssebas is going to be putting it up at almost 40%. The Poison Cloud. The Poison Cloud, really dangerous. It doesn't look like much, but if you stay on the Poison ground, you can take up to 50% just from standing there. The plant doesn't even have to do anything after that. And right now, 56% on Skinny, 4% just now on Popo. I believe Nana might be having a bit more damage. 18%. He's going to be eating that spike ball, bringing it up to 36. Nana, I'm pretty sure, is already at a much higher percentage. But look at that. The climbers are separated. And since the climbers are separated, there's not much that Ssebas can do. Bashe, welcome to the 8-month club. I appreciate that a lot. Plant charging up. The big bite, not quite able to get that hit. But that was dangerous, because that might have killed Nana if it connected. And poor Popo on his own cannot really do as much. That's one of the things that you can do against the big bite. Just shield it. But the problem with the climbers is at the same time that sometimes when you hold the shield, or sometimes when you do something, Nana might not do it. Nana is 100%, well, maybe not 100%, but Nana is for the most part AI controlled. Ooh, almost. I noticed that Ssebas was about to pull the trigger on a smash attack or something. Oh, I think he dropped the shield. Ssebas right there dropping the shield, thinking he could escape from the big bite, but he couldn't. Nana eating that spike ball, the poison cloud. Watch out for the poison cloud. Almost 30% just from that. A solid up air from Ssebas, not enough to KO the plant. Plant gank with the bites. Nana trying to save Popo right there, not being able to. Another thing that's really funny, if you just notice that, is that when the plant launched its head up, Ssebas was able to hit the plant. So even if the body is all the way up in the bottom of the stage, if you hit the head when it's stretching out, that still counts as damage, and that head is going to be taking all of the knockback and just dragging the body with it. So it looks really funny. For example, if you spike the plant out of the stage, the plant is going to be dropping down and then pulling all the whole body with it. Ah, but right now it's looking complicated for Ssebas. 169, not being able to land a decisive hit on the plant. Nana getting grabbed there. Nana getting tossed around. Skinny doing a great job of keeping them separated. That's going to take care of Nana now. And Popo is left all alone, trying to figure out a way to land. The plant could reach him there, but just barely missed the angle. An up throw, not enough, but 146. And the spike ball is enough. Skinny, a commanding lead. He's got a big percentage advantage right now. Or, I mean, he's got a lot of percentage on him, but still not being able to die. Ssebas not being able to find a hit that ends the first stock. And meanwhile, Skinny playing his game, he's using the spike balls very effectively. Look at that. He hasn't allowed the climbers to stay together. And those bites just giving a lot of pressure. Those spike balls just with a lot of pressure as well. And look at that. Nana is gone again. Oh, she just barely managed to make it back, but that's still going to be enough. And it is a Skinny with the 3 stock. Ssebas just wasn't able to deal with the plant.